Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, we are back outside today in the great outdoors. It's a beautiful afternoon, even though the wind is blowing and you probably can't hear me that well. But today guys, we are going to be talking about something pretty interesting. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago I was going to talk about this, and today we are going to talk about it. And that is, I want to let you guys know, if you see me looking down, I actually have a notepad with information on it, so that's why I'm going to be looking down sometimes. But today we're going to be talking about ways to improve in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Ways to improve, ways to prepare yourself for locals, regionals, YCSs, whatever. Personal experience, what I've seen from others that has worked for them. Just basic things we'll be talking about. Probably we'll also be touching on, how to gear your deck towards the meta a little bit, but I still want to wait on that video for right now, because we're not in tournament season right now, because the YCS just the Nationals just happened. So, first we're going to talk about ways we can improve in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! When we're at tournaments, be it locals, like I said, regionals, whatever. Networking. Networking is very important in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Be it just not networking in Yu-Gi-Oh! But just networking in life in general, life skills. It's a good thing to have, networking with different people. Why is it good in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it helps you form a group of friends that you can call upon if you don't have certain cards and you need them for your deck. They can be your go-to people that you go to if you're trying to build a certain deck, be it whatever deck it is out there, no matter how main meta it is. If a card's very expensive at a certain time, you can ask them, hey, if they have that card, if they're not going to be in that tournament that day or going to that regionals, you can borrow that card, use that card yourself, and participate in the major tournament, having a fully practicable deck, because cards in real life are harder to come by than they are online, because everything's free when you play on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or whatever you play on. So networking is important, because if you're able to do that, you're able to test with certain people, main meta wise, to understand the main meta, mirror matches if your deck's more of a competitive deck and not so much an anti-meta deck. Networking is very key, because you can do all these different things: trading, borrowing, dueling, working the kinks out in your deck, asking for advice. There's a lot of things, and as you build these contacts over time, and those contacts last for maybe a year or more in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Apologize for the wind, but they become stronger and your networking becomes better off overall. Other things you need to do when you go into a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Let's talk about eating and sleep. This is something that I have seen so many players mess up on, and it just drives me up the wazoo to some degree, I guess you could say. Maybe the fact that I am like an athletic junkie to some degree, or was in high school and middle school and whatnot, but sleeping and eating properly are so important. I can't express it enough. What you put into your body is going to affect you. If I eat nothing but candy bars on the day I'm going to a tournament, no matter what it is, I'm gonna feel icky. If I don't, things like that, it's very important. If I didn't get a lot of sleep, I feel like I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna have more of a chance to misplay. I don't care how good you are. You have to eat properly. You have to drink properly if you're gonna perform at your peak efficiency. Your body, in some regards, is like a machine. If you put good stuff into it, it's gonna work better. You'll be more efficient at what you're doing. You'll be more awake and things like that. One thing I've always seen, and I know this comes from, the generational things and the way people drink and eat things now. When I see at tournaments, I see people, drinking Red Bulls. I see people drinking Monsters drinks. I see people drinking, coffee. I've seen a whole bunch of things that people drink when they go to regionals, locals, whatever. Granted, I know if it's like maybe a 12-round tournament or whatever, sometimes, or if the tournament's very long, it's hard to stay awake. It's hard to stay focused. I understand that. But I forget which player it was. It's been a long time ago. But I remember he always used to go for morning runs before he would go to like a YCS or something like that. He would just drink water. And that's the way I am actually when I go to tournaments, be it locals, regionals, whatever. Even school tournaments that I participated in past years. I literally carry with me that entire day a jug of water. I literally go around. People are like, Kevin, why are you carrying around a jug of water? I'm like, this is what I'm drinking. And I'll literally be like, between rounds, I'll be like, glug, 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 water. Oh, I'm out of water, go get more. Yes, I do have to go to the bathroom a lot, but still, I drink water like crazy because it just wakes me up, it keeps me going, keeps me efficient, I don't feel thirsty, it just makes my body feels better overall. And one thing I try to do when I go to like regionals, especially locals, not so much, but sometimes I do, is I try to, like, if I'm going to be spending the night the day before the regionals, because sometimes my regionals are very far away from me, I try to eat as healthy as possible. I try to eat maybe some fruits and vegetables, because just like in football and track when I was, back in high school, if you need to eat efficiently because your body's going to react to that. Oh my gosh, like he's eating healthy food, you feel nutritious, you just feel more energized, and the next day that is going to carry over. Usually it takes about 10 hours for the food that you ate to kick in. So if you eat like a good, healthy dinner, or just a good full dinner, like healthy food, yeah, I'm not saying you can't have a donut or something like that or something good, but it's going to carry over into the next day. And having a good breakfast, a hearty breakfast with some eggs, some toast, some jam, whatever, pancakes, flapjacks, waffles, French toast, whatever. Having a good solid breakfast is going to help you out when you go to that tournament that day. Also, always bring snacks. I've actually made money, and I've seen it. People would make trades just to get food from another person. They'll make horrible trades. I've heard stories recently at one of the regionals a couple years ago. Somebody traded a very expensive car that was like a $40 car at the time for a sub, a half of a sub a guy had, because he was that hungry. He had not eaten all day. Granted, I know life can affect the way your eating habits are, but still, always bring snacks. Bring some apples, carrots, bananas, whatever, fruits and vegetables, grapes, whatever. And also bring maybe some snack food, like some junk food. That's fine, like some cookies, something like that, because in the later rounds, you're going to need that little sugar rush to push you over the finish line. And that's very important to have. Soda drinks, I know, can keep you energized in that same way, but don't be just, I'm not saying don't have sodas, and I apologize for the bloody windstorm we're having right now. But I'm not saying you don't have to drink sodas. I'm just saying have enough, 1 or 2 sodas in the match is, in a tournament is fine. But don't just be drinking like a whole bunch of sodas thinking that's going to keep you going. Drinking sodas a lot, 5, 6 sodas the day before and the day of the tournament, it's not going to help you. Drink some water. Relax. Don't do it when you want to get to it. Yeah, I'm making a song joke, whatever. And like I said, guys, you can hear the boat in the background too. So relax when you're going to this tournament. Have fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about fun. If you're not having fun, why are you in this game? Are you just in the game for the fame, the glory, and the women? I don't see that many women playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't think you're after the women. But whatever. What I'm trying to say is, guys, relax, enjoy yourself, have fun. Yeah, have a competitive edge, be prepared, things like that. Don't just be like, oh, I'm taking this deck that I haven't tested to this tournament today and just gonna have fun. No. Relax though, but be prepared at the same time. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm right on the bubble. I gotta get my invite. If it doesn't happen, there's gonna be another YCS down the road, another regionals down the road probably eventually that you can try again at, and just improve upon yourself for that future event. But relax. Don't be tense, because when you're tensed up, you're gonna make mistakes, and then you're gonna hate yourself later on that day or the next day, and you're like, if I just thought so much about that play, if I had just made that simple thing, I would have won. I've seen it time and time again. So, next up we have is confidence. Have confidence. As well as having, relaxation, have confidence. If you're exuberating confidence, your opponent will notice. Especially in the later rounds or early rounds, it can be an advantage to you to some degree. Have confidence. Be like, hey, nice to meet you. Shake their hand. I don't care if they're stinky. Bring some freaking, hand sanitizer with you so you can clean your hands off. Exuberate confidence. Get your mat out. It doesn't matter what type of mat it is. Just have confidence when you're playing. You know, say I'm thinking through my plays. Think. Sorry, got a bug on me, guys. You know, have confidence when you go into the tournament. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, so wanna. You know, even if you're tired, have some confidence in yourself. Have confidence in your abilities to do good. Unless it's your first event, maybe you'll have some trouble there. But have some confidence. Re-sleeve your cards. This is something that way back in the olden days of Yu-Gi-Oh, back when in days gone by, I didn't really do. But after I got back into the game, I kind of learned very quickly. Re-sleeve your cards. Spend $4 on some new sleeves before the tournament or at the tournament. Usually try to get them at your locals before you leave for the tournament or at your locals. Not so much at locals. I usually buy it, new sleeves, but definitely when I go to regionals or when I have gone to some YCSs in the past, re-sleeve your cards. They'll shuffle better. Always power shuffle after a game. Always power shuffle before you go to your next game, because that way your cards are gonna like be more spread out, I guess you could say, in your deck. But always put new sleeves on, because with your older sleeves, they tend to stick together somewhat. I know it's kind of complex. There's no known facts on it, but from playing this game for a long time, I have seen the difference. If I put new sleeves on before I go to the tournament, it's going to work better. Yeah, they may get, you know, all jumbly jangly, but they'll shuffle more fluently and more better. Power shuffle, like I said too, always power shuffle. Always power shuffle. I don't care if your opponent's like, you're taking your sweet time. Power shuffle. You know, if we can put your cards out, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make like 5 or 6 piles, and just go down the line, then put them in a pile, shuffle them up, then give them to your opponent to cut. Do that every single round. It'll make your cards be more, it'll give you better draws, I have found, to some degree, and just, you won't get clunky hands as much, I find, if you power shuffle enough. I know there's no proof to the pudding, but from experience, it does work. Like I said, while you're relaxing and having confidence, have fun. Remember to have fun, because if you're not having fun, why are you here at this tournament? Are you here to just, you know, like I said earlier, what's your reason for being there? It's just to hang out, have fun. Don't get over anxious. Just have fun. Treat it as if you were dueling against, you know, just somebody at your locals, or if you're dueling at locals, just pretend you're just against a friend. You know, have some fun. Talk to them. If they're not talking back, so be it. You know, just have some fun on your own. Whatever. Hang out. Do some of the side events if you're at a YCS or something like that. Just have some fun, because it's going to make you more relaxed. You're not going to get, you know, all worried about such and such, and you'll be better off. I know people are going to say, well, that's so simple to say, you know, confidence, relaxation, and having fun at a tournament. That's so easy to say. Everybody does that. No, they don't. It's one thing to say something, and it's one thing to do something in practice. This is actually something that is very true, I've seen. Yes, keep your body and mind going. Something that I know one of my friends used to do before tournaments is to think logically. He used to do Sudokus, those little, you know, crossword puzzle things, or he would do crossword puzzles, and he did very good at, you know, regionals and stuff back in the day. But he would do it, he said, because it kept him active. It kept his mind active. It made him think. It made him think logically, and it wouldn't make him think over logically to some degree, which I thought it would have sometimes, but it helped him out. Just remember to keep your mind and body in good shape, and you'll do much better in the tournament. It may take a couple of times of doing this. This is not, like I'm saying, a winning formula right here. I mean, this is not going to just definitely win. There may be some things that I have forgot, and I do apologize for that, but these are just the things that sitting down and writing down some things that I have found successful in my Yu-Gi-Oh life, and watching other people succeed and doing good, what I've seen them do, what I have learned, and try to formulate an idea to work out. One thing I always find very true is sometimes people will stay up, you know, practice. You know, Patrick Hoban says he practices for 80 hours. I feel that there comes a point sometimes where you just over practice and you're kind of just like, it melts your brain. You need to relax, like I said earlier. Don't take this game too seriously. It is, like people have said, and what it says on the back of almost every structure deck or whatever that comes out nowadays, this is a children's card game at the end of the day. Don't fret, okay? There's more important things in life. Even if you're very young and you're watching this video, there are going to be more important things in your life. I can tell you that from personal experience. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the time you have. So guys, that's just my thoughts on how you can do good in tournaments. If you feel that there's something I missed, please tell me down below. But those are just some of the things that I talked about. Mind, body, deck, become one with your deck. Okay, and you should do good. Just enjoy yourself. So next time guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling. Hopefully you find these tips very helpful to your future endeavors of tournament play, be it locals, regionals, or YCSs. Until next time guys, take care everybody. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here till next time guys, and good luck dueling to all of you. Take care everybody.